Today I'm going to share with you some DIYs I made for our booth at the flea market. These are interchangeable for different holidays. I will show you how you can create your own DIYs that can be switched over easily. Welcome to my channel, Freckled Mom DIY. I'm Devin. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, hey! Let's dive right into these DIYs. So we have a booth that we sell a lot of different things at, but I wanted to set it up for Christmas, and I wanted to also let people know about my chalk products. So here I am first painting this board. This is just a mixture between a Waverly red paint and ink, and I just kept mixing it until I got this nice plum color. I also added in a little flag red just to give it a little bit more redness. And after I went through and I just sanded it a little bit, and then I did a second coat. Now I flipped over this board and I'm doing my plaster. Now I had gotten this board for 90% off of fall boards from Rite Aid. I was so excited. I paid a couple, I'm not sure, maybe 20 cents. I'm super excited that I got this. You can see up there that I painted the rope. I don't know why, but I like how I did that. So, I mean, that's up to you guys. And now I'm going to add a black border around the outside. Because it's double-sided, I figured black would be best, but that paint pen was not working. So I went through with a very thin paintbrush, and I just went through the entire thing, and I'm using my Waverly ink paint. I think this is so adorable. I love the idea that I can transform this just by flipping it around. So here I am just weeding out my words. I had printed this off of my Cameo, and I use Christmas Jellyshake. That's the name of the font. I think it is so cute. And I'm just putting down some transfer tape, and you're gonna see, but this one was super adorable, very easy, and you wanna make sure that you rub it really good. And I'm using my Cricut tool, even though it's a Cameo machine. And here's my board. This is actually 3 coats of plaster. And I'm just gonna lay down my words with my transfer tape, give it a good rubbing just to make sure it adheres all the way down. And then I'm just gonna peel it up, and I am in love with this. Of course, you guys can do whatever you want for your home. Again, this is going into our booth at the flea market for the corner where I have some Christmas presents for people to purchase. So here is a couple of things I had left over from my video last week. If you guys saw, I just had a couple of these decals that I had left over, and I'm just filling this up. Super cute. These you can find right on the Silhouette store for Cameo, and I'm sure Cricut has the same kinds of things. I just looked up Christmas, and I think this is so sweet, and I just love it. I think it's so sweet, and you can see how easy this was. So now it is time to do the back side, guys. So I am sharing with my customers about my Club Couture, and I wanted to be able to show them a couple of my pieces, and I think it is super easy here that I can show them on a reverse sign. So that was just me fuzzing it. I'm defuzzing it. And if you have more questions about Club Couture, please let me know. But this is what you do when you paint a surface. You do a little bit of clear wax before you put your transfer down. So here is my transfer. It is Mistletoe, and I'm going in with my bright white, and this is a little squeegee that we use just to put the paste down. Now these are special transfers and special pastes, and they are to eliminate bleed through, and they are also reusable. It is really, really cool, and I am just so happy that I found this product, and obviously I sell this product, so I am in love with it. And you guys can see I am just scraping away the excess paint, and then I'm peeling it up, and that's it, guys. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. So we're gonna keep going here. We're doing the same thing. We are just defuzzing it. You want to do it about 5 times if it's your first time with a new transfer. And this transfer was a little too high for me, and I didn't want to peel up any of my other paste up there, so I just cut a little bit off. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with the same color. I'm just going through, And this is really foolproof, guys. This is so easy. It is so quick. And all you do is just smear on the paint. Like, that is it. You just rub it on and rub it off. It is that simple. And I think that these pieces come out so beautiful. And it's just such a nice addition to have in our craft supplies. We have our Cameos, our Cricuts, our heat presses. We have so many different items to use for crafting, and I think this is just so nice and so easy. So now I'm going to add a little bit of mistletoe on the edge, and I thought about doing like a 3D sign for this just to embellish it a little bit, but like I said, we're going to be swapping it around. So if anybody says, hey Devin, what does this chalk stuff look like, I can just turn over my Christmas corner sign and show them. And of course I do have a sign telling them that I'm doing Club Couture, so it is the perfect place to have a reversible sign. And we have not a lot of room in our booth because we have so much stuff in there. It's a flea market booth and it's not the biggest, so we have to really utilize all the space we have. So I'm doing the same thing here. All I did was add the transfer from one side to the other side. Here is the Christmas corner. As you can see, we are in my booth. And I think this came out so adorable. Like, I just love it so much. I love the red and white. I think it looks super crisp, super clean, very classy. So here is my chalk sign, and it is so cute. This is a quick change open collaboration hosted by Teresa B. DIY and co-hosted by Living Life with Lawn. If you haven't met these ladies yet, I have linked their channels down below for you to check out. This collaboration, we were to create items that can swap for a different holiday or can be reversed. So make sure you head down in my description and check out the playlist to see what everyone else is creating today. If you're new or coming over from the playlist, welcome. We are renovating our 1925-year-old New England cottage, room by room. We do home decor, thrift flipping, and more. If you like these kinds of videos, go ahead and subscribe. To all my current subscribers, thank you. I am also a Club Couture leading designer, so if you want to talk chalk or just say hi, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook as Freckled Mom. This next one is super adorable and obviously very specific to my booth, but you could do this for whatever you're doing for a certain holiday. I have some Scrabble tiles to spell out the name of my booth, and I have some popsicle sticks here. So what I'm doing is I'm measuring out how long the Scrabble tiles are put together, and then we're just going to cut them. So you can cut them using scissors or whatever you want to use. I have my little shear cutters here, and you guys know that I had shoulder surgery as well as some myoclonus and neuropathy, so my hands are not the strongest. And so what I do is I hold it tight and then I just bend up the popsicle stick, and it works perfect. So this is a box from Dollar Tree. Now this box is going to be the one I change out. So this treasure triangle, that's the name of our booth, I'm making this magnetized so that way I can change up the box that you saw for every holiday. I think it's a genius idea, if I don't say so myself. So here I am. I made sure that they fit, and I'm going through and I'm hot gluing the Scrabble tiles right to the popsicle stick. Now these Scrabble tiles, you could go through Scrabble games and pick them out, but I get them off of Amazon. I get a huge bag full of them, and I haven't even gone through the bag yet. There's so many in there. So again, this is the name of our booth, but this is where you guys could add Happy Easter, or the last name of your family, or maybe like best grandma or favorite grandkid, you know, something cute like that. So here's that Dollar Tree box and some fabric from Walmart, and I'm just wrapping it up like a present, and I'm hot gluing it wherever I think it needs a little hot glue. I am going to be filling this up, but I want it to be really cute on the outside just because it's going to be my booth. People are going to be seeing it, and I'm sure people are going to be touching it, so I wanted to make sure it was super secure. So I am hot gluing some magnets right to the back. you saw that there were 2 magnets on each side because one, that way they can be removed. You know what I mean? So I'm hot gluing them right to my pieces that have my Scrabble tiles. Obviously it's flipped upside down now. And then I'm going to hot glue it right to the box. So here it is. This is the box that it is for Christmas, but you could change out the box, which is what I'm going to be doing every season. So I'm hot gluing it right to the box, but there's 2 magnets there, so it can just pull right off and go to the next holiday. So this is super cute, and I am in love with it. And of course you're going to see as we keep going, but this is something very specific to our booth. We sell Pokemon cards and sports cards and antiques and just pretty much the treasure triangle, crafts, collectibles, cards. It's a lot of stuff, guys. So I was embellishing that with some minis I got from Hobby Lobby, and these are some Pokemon that I printed off the internet. One of them is a regular Pokemon, one is a mirrored image of it, so I can make a double-sided Pokemon. So here I'm just cutting it and cutting all the little white off of it, and then I also did cut a little cardboard piece. So right here I am putting some Mod Podge onto the back side of my Pokemon, my Pikachu. And then I'm going to take that little cardboard piece and I'm going to put some Mod Podge on top of that. Now this is going to be in my little box and you're going to see, but this is where you could be doing your grandkids' favorite characters, or if you're doing a Easter sign, you could be doing a bunny here. This is totally up to you and what works for your holiday. So now we're going to do the other side. So I do again the Mod Podge on the cardboard, and then I do Mod Podge on the paper, and I'm just laying it down. How cute is that? It is so adorable. So I'm just going to very carefully smooth it out with my fingers, and then before it was dried, I peeled up just a little corner so I could stick a little stick in there, and this is just so I can stand it up in my box. Now, I am in love with this. Again, you could do whatever holiday you're doing, or if you're making a present, you could use whatever characters for the gift. And now I'm just going to go through a Mod Podge on the top. You do want to be careful because I printed this off my printer, and I did notice some of it was bleeding a little bit, so you definitely want to not use too much Mod Podge. There's a fine balance there. And here is a little bit of my yellow paint. I am just filling in where that cardboard is, so that way it kind of looks all the same, if you know what I mean. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the stick, and the stick's going to be inside the box, but just in case you see it. So I did put some floral foam in the box, and of course this is Christmas, so I am adding some pine to it. And this is just pine I had gotten from a couple picks that I had left over from previous projects, and I am just sticking it in, and I am hot gluing pieces that I feel need to be hot glued. So as I'm doing this, I'm thinking I'm going to have to go to Dollar Tree and stock up on these boxes, so that way for the rest of the seasons I will have the same boxes, because I think that Scrabble tile that I made fit perfect on there. So these are some sticks that I had from other projects that I've been working on, and I just had some extra stuff, so I was just cutting off sticks and leaves and anything that looked Christmassy that was small enough to fit in this box. I love the gold. I think it is super cute. These are little coins that go to the Pokemon game, so I just had a couple of those. I stuck those in. I also had some mini pine cones, and I'm just fitting everything where I can fit it. I had this little North Pole sign. This is from the Target dollar spot. And then I have my Pikachu that I stuck in there, and then I hot glued a mini Christmas tree behind him. And I'm just filling this up with some different things. I'm trying to see what else I can fit in here, but that was a little too big. So I do have some mini presents and some mini ornaments, and everything is going to get hot glued. And that is it, guys. This is so sweet. There is a dollar Target spot ornament on the side that is super cute. There it is, letters to Santa. I think this is so sweet because we do get a lot of kids in the flea market, and again, we sell Pokemon cards, so this is just so perfect. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are inspired and not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I have a lot coming up, so please make sure to hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook as Freckled Mom. As I mentioned before, I'm a leading designer for Club Couture, and I am so excited. If you want to purchase products, I have my link below in my link tree. And if you're wanting to save 40% and join my team, comment below or reach out to me privately. I wanted to invite you to an open recurring monthly challenge I host room by room this December 2nd, the first Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This month's theme is the colors of Christmas. My co-host is my friend Wendy from White Sparrow Living. If you are a content creator and would like to join this open playlist or have questions, please message me privately on Instagram or Facebook. Stay tuned for a close collaboration I have with a bunch of my friends on Friday, dreaming of a white Christmas. Keep crafting and have a great day.